Welcome back to OG Alert. I'm your host, X in a Box, and before we start, I'd like to thank you so much for 14,000 subscribers. Oh, and I guess I never thanked you for 13,000 either, so thank you for that too. It's really amazing to me that so many of you like my content, and it really motivates me to work hard to make better content for you guys to enjoy. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the news. Okay, so something I've always been interested in is invalid names. You may have even seen some pictures of these in my community screenshots section. In May of 2020, Mojang did a huge purge of invalid names, changing many of their names to, well, valid names. In this purge, we lost all the names with spaces in them, which, in my opinion, were the coolest ones. Partially because they were invincible to commands. Because, for example, let's say you tried to ban Cool Dude. Yes, that was actually a real account at one point. Your server would ban the username Cool for the reason Dude. This obviously was a serious issue, so it's clear why Mojang changed them, but what upset me is that they also removed these names from the account's name histories, removing any official record of them. Well, as we know now, not all of them were changed by Mojang. Recently, the account Volkornbrat HD was found, and in its name history we can see Kai D. Yes, Kai space D. Look it up for yourself on CheckMC. I'll also leave a link in the description if you find that easier. I'm really happy about this news because it means that new members of the community who weren't around for the space accounts have a real way of knowing that they existed. Okay, so this next segment is something that I'm not quite sure counts as news, but I thought you guys might find it interesting anyway. I've always been a fan of history and old things in general. My friends in real life have had to endure the various interests I've had, such as old coins, old Legos, old photos of them that I can hold over their heads, you know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I was looking through this playlist on YouTube of the earliest Minecraft videos back in October. You can probably understand why I enjoyed doing that. And there's this one video on an SMP server from August of 2010. In the video, I got to see tons of old Minecraft accounts actually playing the game. Naturally, I looked through it for OG names. Here are a few of the ones that I found. Gorman, who seems to be some sort of server admin, at 7 seconds, as well as Solo. At 54 seconds, we can see Cheese Dog in the chat. And at 3 minutes and 14 seconds, we get to see that the person recording is named Garden Gnome. And then we get to find out that they put a period after they typed JK. I don't really know why they did that. I haven't thoroughly gone through the playlist to find cool things, so I'm gonna link it in the description for you guys to check out. Hopefully someone can find something cool. Leave a comment if you do. Something pretty concerning happened recently to a lot of people who are interested in OG names. There was a Discord server called OG Market, owned by Nolly and a few others, where people traded, bought, and sold Minecraft accounts. Early in the morning on January 8th, the server got terminated along with all 300 of its members. That means that 300 people who were interested in buying and selling OG names all got their Discord accounts terminated. I talked to Toon, one of the people who got his account terminated, and he said that he has appealed the termination twice and both have been automatically denied. In fact, none of the 300 people have been able to get their accounts back. I'm so lucky that I was not part of this termination wave. I really try to avoid account trading servers specifically for this reason, and I want to warn you to use caution when joining Discord servers that break TOS. Losing a Discord account is more than just having to create a new one. Yeah, they're free, but you lose everyone you're friends with, so if you didn't write their names down, good luck. And that's not to mention the thousands and thousands of messages that are gone forever. Furthermore, any bot developers will lose their bots as well. All of these things just gone in an instant. My heart goes out to everyone who lost their account in this wave. I know a lot of you like capes, so in this episode I'd like to introduce a new segment called Cape Alert, where I report news about capes. So without further ado, let's get into Cape Alert. Okay, so if you guys are cape enthusiasts, you probably know about Billy K _, the guy with the turtle cape. He is one of the few Minecraft players to have their own unique cape. Well, on January 7th, this Mojang staff account, Euler1337, got a turtle cape too. This caused a bit of a ruckus in the community, prompting Billy K to make a tweet. He posted a screenshot of a Discord message from Cornerhard, a Mojang employee, explaining that Euler is on the Mojang services team and was testing cape endpoints. And the turtle cape probably just caught his eye. I gotta agree with Euler, it is a really nice cape. Billy K says that he doesn't mind if Mojang tests things with the turtle cape. So overall, overall it's a very wholesome experience, but it got me thinking. They're testing cape endpoints, which is almost definitely for the veteran capes, but what if this means that we'll be able to redeem our Minecon cape codes as well? I'm not saying you should go out and buy cape codes because they disabled them for a reason, but I really do hope they allow us to use them again because there are a lot of old players out there with capes that they never got to use, and I would hate to see them be disabled forever. Speaking of veteran capes, I've been getting a lot of messages about them, so I thought I'd give an update on what I know. So far, since I made the video about them, there have been no updates. All I know is what Mojang has said, which is that we will be getting Microsoft migration in early 2021. I can only assume we'll get the veteran capes when migration happens. Oh, also, by the way, if there are any Mojang staff members watching this, it's early 2021 now, so if you guys could just start the migration, that'd be great. In other cape news, there's a quadruple cape account that was originally named Brett122798. Back in August, it was hacked, but by looking at the name MC, we can assume that the original owner got it back in December. On January 15th, the account was somehow hacked again, and it seems like it was done by the same person that hacked it originally. Now I'd like to list some new capes that were cached on NameMC. This means that they were either recently added to accounts or had just never been searched on NameMC. First, we have a new Mojira moderator cape, and the account's name is Fujin, or Fuj1N. I looked at his NameMC profile and he does have a YouTube channel. Here's a cool video he made 7 years ago. Next, we have two Mojang capes, Molstum_ and cxve_. Both were found by different members of MCBYT's Discord server. Finally, we have 20 new Realms capes, bringing the total number to 229. Instead of listing each one, I'll just tell you the notable one, which is Rick. Cool names with cool capes are always pretty cool to see. The names of the other accounts that recently got Realms capes will be in the description if you're interested. Oh, and just for fun, here's a screenshot of how many users there are that have each cape that are currently cached on NameMC. I'll check back again next episode to see how these numbers change. Finally, if you're really a cape enthusiast, I would like to recommend the YouTube channel known as Towel Gang. They make tons of high quality cape related meme videos, and my recent favorite is their video titled Oval the Movie Full Cape Film. Here's a clip.
Vortex in a rover just landed on Mars. Now it's back to Earth and I'm whipping fast cars. I know who you are, yeah, I'm a favorite star. Shoddy like you're rough, just like a spar.
If you'd like to check out their channel, I'll leave a link to the video in the description. And on that note, I'd like to end our cape segment. Let's get to our next story. I'd like to show you guys something pretty cool. I have footage of the Imperial dupes playing Hypixel Skywars. Most people don't know this, but duplicate accounts have special abilities on Hypixel. According to Blackout, if both accounts stand still and then start moving at almost the same time, the one who moved second will be teleported to the one who moved first. This even works while one is a spectator and one is playing, which can be easily abused to gain a major advantage in the game. Here's a quick clip of that. Alright, so you're watching from Imperial's point of view and you just saw him teleport to Charles, or I guess to the other Imperial that's spectating. And in a second, you're going to see him teleport up into the air where the other Imperial is. And yeah, there he's just kind of chilling in midair. And then in a second, you'll see him come in for a landing in the middle. So he's just kind of teleporting to the spectator Imperial over and over. And there he's landed. So yeah, that's the clip. If this is something you're interested in, leave a comment and I'll share the entire 15-minute video I have of the whole session with the Imperial dupes. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys have ever paid attention to this, but there are a few people who have been changing their name every month since name changes were introduced in February of 2015. These people hold the record for the most name changes on a single Minecraft account. You can only change your name every 30 days, so it seems like if you fall behind in this, there's no way of catching up. But a person named Bonk proved that you can indeed catch up. If you look at their NameMC profile, you can see that they changed their name 3 times in 5 days, which shouldn't be possible. Here's the timeline of how they actually did it. On January 5th, they changed their name to WMWM, all lowercase. On January 6th, they made a Mojang ticket and asked for them to change their name capitalization. On January 7th, a Mojang support rep changed their name to WMWM_ and then to WMWM in all caps. The same day, Bonk replied to the ticket and asked the Mojang rep to change the capitalization again. On January 8th, the Mojang rep made a mistake and removed the all caps WMWM from the history and replaced the WMWM_ with WMWM__. Upon seeing this, Bonk replied and asked for the rep to please just give them WMWM back. On January 9th, the rep replied and said that he couldn't do it. So Bonk asked again, and a day later, on January 10th, their name was changed to WMWM with a capital W. If the rep hadn't made a mistake, Bonk would be far ahead of the competition for most name changes, but instead, they're tied for first. Now, let's get into last week's names.
Bitch, I shiny like some scales on a Prada dragon. Pussy boy is so lame, he's just a has-been.
Last week, we looked at Feisty, which was sniped by someone called Blank using MC Sniper Pi, Rook, which was sniped by a new sniper named Dragons with a Z, Feminism, which was sniped by someone from the MC Sniper Pi Discord, Famine, which was sniped by Pen, Industrial, which ended up getting reclaimed by its owner, Aloof, which we aren't sure who sniped, it has an Alex skin and no linked Discord, although it is claimed on NameMC, and our underrated name, Little Man, which was sniped by someone named Hydromaniac using MC Sniper Pi. They didn't put the Jameson CD skin on it, so I'm kind of upset. Now that we're thinking about name changes, let's talk about this week in sniping. To put it nicely, these are not the glory days for sniping. With the way the API works right now, you have a higher chance of winning a snipe if you have a lot of accounts. Because full access accounts are 100 times the price of SFA account, it makes much more sense to snipe using tons of SFA accounts, which usually means that the snipe names get lost really quickly. This kind of sniping is just not healthy for the community. I want to read you what Toon wrote about how he feels about SFA sniping because I think it needs to be heard. He said, "It kind of pisses me off since most people in the MC Sniper Pi Discord server worship SFA spammers, when all these people do is just buy 2,000 SFAs and set up a sniper. I personally think it's stupid of Mojang since it only allows hacked accounts to be more useful." If you don't know who Toon is, he's a part owner of the Discord server and sniper called Poseidon. He also makes me a nice Word document filled with sniping news for each episode of OG Alert, so thank you Toon for making this possible. If you're into sniping or just want to thank Toon yourself for helping me out with this segment, go check out the Poseidon Discord, the link is in the description. Now I'm going to go through some of the recent snipes that I thought were cool. Boardwalk was sniped by Chroma Sniper, Explosion was sniped recently, but nobody knows who sniped it. It's a mystery. Younger and Twirls were sniped by Pen, Zin was sniped by Soggy and Shaky, Clear and Cram were both sniped by Lethal, Pleasure and Dopamine were both sniped by someone named CTW, and Suns and Oatmeal were both sniped by Dragons with a Z. Now let's get to upcoming names. We have Checkpoint dropping on the 19th, which was sniped in 2017 on what was probably a stolen account, and it looks like the account was taken back by its original owner in December. Letters drops on the 22nd, which was sniped on December 9th and then changed back to its original name 1 week later, which usually isn't possible. So the account was probably stolen, the name was sniped on it, and then the original owner got it back and Mojang changed the name. OTO drops on the 25th, and the old owner most likely just didn't want it anymore. Monarch drops on the 26th, and looks like a similar situation to Checkpoint and Letters, where the name was sniped on a stolen account and the original owner got it back. And with that, let's get into our underrated name of the week. This week's underrated name is AltShop with only 8 searches. Now, let's move on to our community screenshot section with our special guest, myself. Okay, so our first screenshot here was sent by Bonk, and it looks like mostly it's just a bunch of repeaters chilling on, I don't know, some server. And on the left we have a bunch of underscores. I don't really feel like counting how many that is, but it's a lot. And they also have a 2012 cape, which is pretty cool. Then we have a 2 repeater, a 3 repeater, a 4 repeater, a 5 repeater, a 7 repeater, and an 8 repeater. And then behind them we have some cool people. Sentence is there, nice name. Yumi's there, hi Yumi. I think that's ZYXWVUTSRQ, which I think is someone named Kevin from my Discord. I don't know if that's still his name, but if it is, hi Kevin. Our second screenshot was sent by Brano, and it's a picture of Brano and NRP123. Our next one was sent by Fangirl, and it is a screenshot from a Bed Wars lobby with 3 Realms capes and a 2015 cape. This one was sent by Kane, and I think it's on Rockspot. We have Scenario, Hostile, Racism, and So. I think Hostile's locked now, which sucks. This one was sent by Lambs on Discord, or I guess Visk in game, and it's a screenshot of him wearing my Mantle cape, which I thought was really cool. Thank you for buying that, and thank you for displaying it. I appreciate it. It also is looking pretty fresh on there. This one was sent by Slaps, and we have a lot of accounts in this one, and we have a lot of capes too. It looks like a little cape line on Blockmania, and then in the chat we have, well, Mia, who's in the screenshot, and then we also have Boardwalk in the chat, and then Ink, who's in the chat and in the screenshot. But then there are a lot of cool accounts of those capes there. This one was sent by Tread, and it's a screenshot of Tread and Tread. Yeah, that's all. This one was sent by Venyo, and it's a screenshot of 2 Steve Cat skins, and one of them is named AU. I do love 2 characters, so this is a pretty cool screenshot. This one was sent by Wax2, and it's a screenshot of Extreme and Frame on Blockmania. And then we actually have Boardwalk in the chat again, and John Cena joining the game. And our final screenshot here is something that I think it's about time to do. Now with 14,000 subscribers, the only next logical step I can take in my career is to do a toe reveal, so here you go. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for bearing with me while I didn't upload for over a month. I really appreciate it. OG Alert Nation, now over 14,100 subscribers.
My name is Morgan, but it ain't JP. There's no bank on Wall Street that belongs to me. Forget that champagne appetite, for the best you get is bed tonight. My name is Morgan, but it ain't